What's going on, world? It's your boy Shamir Maloney, and I'm back out here at the gun range with another review. This time, it's the Glock 22. So, as usual, we'll get out here, we'll shoot it, we'll run it, we'll see how it goes, and we'll take final thoughts. Let's go. What's going on, world? It's Shamir Maloney, and I'm back with another edition of We Second God's Amendment. That's right, the show where we not only advocate for safe, smart, responsible gun ownership, but we go out and try it and buy it so you don't have to. That's right, we know firearms can cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, and nobody wants to waste that money getting burned. So what we do is we go out and we buy that gun, we take it down to the range, we send a few of them down, and then we come back with a final review, and we let you know if you should buy it or not. So without any further ado, what we got for you today is the Glock 44. Now this gun is free in the mag well, and you can see that the chamber is clear of a bullet, because always we want to practice safe, smart, responsible gun ownership. Now the Glock 44 is one of my favorite handguns. Now this thing is a Glock 44 chamber in 22 LR. With that being said, let me radio over to command to have them drop the specs on us. This is Money to Command. Come in, over.
How can I assist you, Commander?
Yeah, can you please send over the specs to the Glock 44, over?
Glock
Thank
44,
you, over.
real Glock, new caliber, experience 22 LR. Once you start with perfection, you stay with perfection. The G44 is the ideal pistol to start or enhance your shooting experience. The innovative design of the hybrid steel polymer slide chambered in our first .22 caliber round provides a lightweight and low recoil functionality for optimal control. The G44 was thoroughly tested with a wide variety of ammunition to ensure maximum performance and redefine what small can do. The G44 is a compact size pistol with the ability to adapt to nearly every hand size by using the different back straps supplied with the pistol. The G44 comes standard with the Glock Marksman barrel, GMB, for increased accuracy and precision. The right equipment is essential. The G44 comes with adjustable rear sights and 2 load assist magazines. Everything that a well-prepared shooter needs.
Thank you, Command. Now, I like this little thing, but let's see how it performs on the range. We're going to get down there, send a few of them down the range, and we'll come back with a final review. And I know that some of you guys at home may notice that this thing don't fit in my holster. And it don't fit in my holster because this holster is made for my Glock 45 MOS. But you know what? We're going to make it work today. We'll figure it out on the range. Let's go. All right, guys, we're on the gun line. That's right, the gun line, boss. I got this here Glock 22 that don't really fit in the holster because it's for my Glock 45. We got the magazine or the clip, whatever you want to call it. It's technically called a magazine, but hey, argue with me in my comments. So now let's pull out here that Glock 20. This is a Glock 44 that is chambered in 22. So I'm gonna get that confused a lot. I'm not doing it again because this is the third time I did this take. So you guys gonna watch me shoot this gun. Watch me shoot the gun. Okay, with that being said, I digress. So we're gonna load up our Glock 44 chambered in 22. We're gonna rack it, and let's see. They say Glocks ain't, what? We gonna blame that on my wife because she never cleans her gun. Okay, so the rest of them did. So I'm just gonna blame that on a dirty gun because this gun never would have did that. But if you guys do have this gun, this is just a tip on the range, Always make sure that you get 40 grain. Get 40 grain when you are shooting this Glock 44, otherwise you will have problems if you're shooting like the 36 grain or anything lighter on that 22 cal long. Make sure you get at least 40 grain, and that'll give you enough blowback here. And then sometimes that might have been just my wrist going limp wrist and not giving it enough strong feed to go, right? All right, guys, so now that gun is free and clear. Let's go get some final thoughts and reviews. Let's get to it. What's going on, guys? So we got the final reviews here with the Glock 44. Let's make sure that this thing is clean and clear. There's nothing in there. We have no magazine in that well. So with that being said, this is the Glock 44. It is chambered in 22. Now, when I first heard about this thing, I had mixed reviews. This is actually the gun that I bought my wife. My wife carries this gun every day. And don't tell her I told you this, but I try to steal it a lot. I like this gun. I like this gun to everyday carry for a number of different reasons. I think that the 22 long has a bad reputation and people just try to squat on it. Now, what I want everybody at home to know is that the 22 long is different than the 22 short. The 22 short is what came in a lot of those Saturday night specials. You know, the little smaller handguns and different things like that. The 22 long is actually used for hunting. It hunts vermins, snakes, you know, raccoons and different things like that. Now, when you're talking about a self-defense round, all you want to do is you want to stop somebody. I do not want to kill anybody ever. Killing somebody is the most terrible thing that you could ever do. And it is not a game. If somebody is trying to hurt me, I do not want to kill them. I want to stop them. And that's why I believe that this 22 is the perfect gun for self-defense. I love carrying it. It's lightweight. You almost forget that you're carrying the thing, but it still gives you the same feel that you would get out of, you know, the Glock 19 or even this Glock 45 here. Now, as we can tell, we will see that this Glock 45 is clean, it is clear, and the mag well is also clear as well as we do this comparison. But this is a gun that I carry, I told you before, tried and true if anything was to happen. This gun is what I can carry every day on a daily basis and gives me the same feel of what I train with. And it will also save me money in the training field because 22s are a lot cheaper than 9mm or 40 calibers. Now, the 22 gets a bad rep. It is a very powerful shell. It will stop somebody, especially if you know what you're doing. Now, as you can tell, we had one hiccup with this gun. Now, what I will tell you is this, is that you have to have 40 grain ammo with this gun. It has to have 40 grain ammo. If you shoot 36 grain or anything below that, you will have problems with this gun, and that is just what I found out. It might not be for you, but like I said, I've maybe shot 3,000 or 4,000 rounds out of this gun myself, and that's because I can train with it. It gives me a good feel, and 22s are so dang on cheap. You can get 10,000 rounds for 500 bucks. You know, guys, so if you're looking for something to train with every single day to give you the same feel as your Glock 9 or maybe your 40, you know, Glocks are Glocks. They got that same feel. Like I said, they're Legos. That's why I carry Glocks myself. Now, I do have SIGs, I do have Rugers, I do have pretty much every gun they make, but I am a Glock man because they just don't break. Now, what will also make this gun seem as if it was jamming is if you limp wrist it. If you don't keep a firm grip here and then shoot. If you do this every time, this gun will muck up on you because it needs a wall to hit, if that makes sense. It needs a wall to reset. It needs a wall. So I'm going to blame that malfunction, maybe that I was limp wristing, or maybe the gun was dirty, or maybe that it just wasn't that 40 grain ammo. So the bad part about this gun is it is a little finicky on the 40 grain. You want to keep it clean because those rimfire shells, the bullets are pretty grimy and they're pretty dirty. And you don't want to limp wrist with this gun because it will malfunction, let alone any gun. So don't limp wrist. But this is a phenomenal gun. You can barely hear it. If you get the threaded barrel, you know, and you go through your tax stamp and everything else, this thing, it won't even sound like a cap gun. You won't hear it. It is dangerously scary. So the Glock 44 I would recommend to anybody, especially at the price point, because you can get it from anywhere for about $300 to $400. It is phenomenal, not for the price point, but for a gun. I get tired of people all the time for the price. Well, for the price, you can't beat it. For the price, you can't beat it. Let's be honest. Handguns are not cheap. Guns, period, for that matter, are not cheap. We're spending hundreds, if not thousands. So I do not want a gun that is good for the price. I want a gun that is good. This is a good gun for the price and just an overall good gun. It is good for self-defense, especially if you're a woman or a smaller person that has a problem with, you know, loud noises or recoil management. I suggest the Glock 44. So my final thoughts, is it a gun I would buy? Yes, I own it. Is it a gun that I would recommend you buy? Yes, you should get one. Because if all else fails, there will be a lot of 22 ammo laying around every single where, and you can still shoot your gun. That's why. So, as always, I thank you guys for hanging out with me. As always, practice safe, fun, smart gun ownership, and use your Second Amendment. You know, if you're not using it, you may lose it, and you're not doing your duty as an American citizen. So, I'm Shamir Maloney. I appreciate you guys, and I look forward to seeing you for another episode. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't agree with me, tell me in the comments. I don't care. Teach me something, right? And I just ask you to be respectful. You don't call me a dummy or nothing, because I'm gonna call you dumb back. You're dumb. You're dumb. No, 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 you're dumb. See, I can do this all day. But seriously, guys, make sure that you practice safe, fun, smart gun ownership, and get out there and get your gun. It is your responsibility as an American citizen. All right, good night, guys.